Hello everyone, welcome to another session of the Film Voyage. Thank you so much for doing this, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Uh,
you so much.
so today we're in conversation with the director of the latest Netflix release, Cargo, Aarti Kader. Congratulations on the release of Cargo, ma'am. I saw it
Thank
in
you so
Mami
much.
last year when it came out. Yeah, okay, Avik, there's a fanboy here. We're all fanboys, man.
Thank you. Rahul. Oh, that's very kind. Yeah, thank you so much. Please spread the word. Champion our film, our small little indie film. Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. And also because, of course, like most of us here in this chat are going to be my friends and everyone from Whistling Woods.
Oh,
So,
yay! So happy.
yeah,
Yay.
we're all really proud of you. We're all so proud of you. Like when in Mami, when it came out, we were like, senior ne banai hai.
Thanks
So,
so much, यार. और
so
इतना Whistling Woods के लोग और इतने Whistling Woods के लोकेशन है
exactly.
सबके.
So when we saw the film, like I was like, इतना तो क्लास में फैकल्टी को नहीं देखा यार जितना स्कूल में देखा है. एक साथ सारी फैकल्टी को आप ले आए. मतलब
Yeah.
अंजुम सर थे, सोमनाथ सर थे, हमारे एडिटिंग के सर थे, विवियन सर,
हाँ,
बहुत
Vivian
सारे
sir.
सर.
हाँ यार.
So let's start with your. I saw a TED talk of yours that you did in Bits
Yeah.
Pilani.
Yeah, that
But
was like a really long back. That was like even before I'd made Time Machine.
13.
It was like, I think I was so misplaced person. I hardly had any wisdom for TED Talk at that point. But like, I don't even know. I didn't see it after that because, but yeah, anyways, yeah. Yeah.
So no, but it's still like the things that you talked about there were really they were really inspiring even today. Like I was just watching it and you talked about this first film that you made when you came to college. The first film that you made, and you were sitting there watching it on a laptop, and you felt that let alone other people like it, I myself was not liking it. And then to gather the courage to make another film, because people say that okay, you're a learner, this is the first time, but no one exactly understands that pain of thinking okay, I'm going out to make a great film, and then yaar nahi
It
achhi
was
nahi hai.
yeah. I think there's a very lovely thing about Ira Glass which says that initially when we start, what attracts us to any artistic medium is our love for it. So our taste as an audience is a lot more evolved than our capability as an artist. So there's always a gap, and that gap should always be there, because if at all that gap, if it is reducing, that means you're also not growing. You should constantly seek take bigger strides in general in your career or in your art form as well. So that's there. But of course, when you start off, you feel ki ha yaar, matlab, especially in film school, you're watching Scorsese and you're watching this,
Exactly.
and then you're making MFP and it looks pathetic, like, and then you're like, oh gosh, matlab, how will I bridge that gap, like, and especially, there's I was talking to my editor, she's from FTI, and she said a lovely thing. She said कि मतलब अभी भी मुझे नेटफ्लिक्स के ऑडियंस का इतना टेंशन नहीं होता जितने अपने कॉलेज के जो फ्रेंड्स हैं उनके फीडबैक का टेंशन होता है, which is true for me. Like, when it came from Netflix, a lot of my classmates saw it that night itself, 12 o'clock, and they messaged me. And more than anything else, more than looking at the reviews, I was scared to read that message कि क्या लिखा है, like, because they know you so well, and they are, they know that they'll not hurt you that much, in the sense that they'll not derail you, but they'll be super honest and they'll be brutally honest. And you want to know, like, basically you still look at your peers feedback, like, more than you look at any other feedback. Though it is very nice, because we made a film with Vikrant and Shweta, which is like a primary Mirzapur audience, and that Mirzapur audience is watching our film. So of course the feedback is like so different and so varied also, but it is interesting for me also, that to get out of my comfort zone of, or my what I, not really an echo chamber, but it is sort of an echo chamber of your cinephile friends and cinephile audience, and get feedback directly from people who मतलब जो कि मतलब नहीं देखे हैं, ऐसा film school films, but how they are responding to film in whatever way. So you also see and you try to understand. So वो भी अच्छा है, yeah.
What kind of response has it like gathered over these 5 days, I think?
Yeah, I think there are very extreme feedback. Like, there are a lot of people who like the film a lot, but देख वो तो actually मुझे तो लगा था सिर्फ 10% लोगों को अच्छी लगेगी, because हमने तो proper festival, because मुझे तो when I made it मुझे तो पता भी नहीं था release होगी कि नहीं होगी. हमारी रीच तो एट दैट लेवल ऐसा था कि इंडी फिल्म में जाके 2-3 फेस्टिवल में झंडा गाड़ेंगे और बस खुश हो जाएंगे, लाइक यू नो. And we were very well received by festivals, that is for sure. And you know, we got very good reviews in Variety, IndieWire. But not just that, the way the festival people responded in emails, you know, we got, you know, top production houses from US were writing to me that, you know, this is something unique from India and we feel that, you know, sci-fi has come to India. So I think थोड़ा सा हम लोग को लग भी रहा था कि अरे हमने कुछ अच्छी बनाई है. But when it came, I think the first review I read in the morning was a super negative review. The first, I woke up and read the most, you know, devastating review. So I was like, oh gosh, मतलब बैठ गई हमारी, मतलब, you know, यहाँ पे. But thankfully, as the day progressed, I mean, if you will search for the review of Cargo, you will have 3 really horrible reviews dismissing the film, and then you will have 3 films calling it, 3 reviews calling it cult. But I think it's okay. It's better to be, like, you know, see, it's better to be extreme than to be mediocre. At least इतना तो aim करना चाहिए कि थोड़ा सा extreme रहे, you know, because सबको पसंद करने वाला, अभी लोग भी इतने different taste के होते हैं ना, right? Like, I mean, I can't expect the people who like a certain kind of cinema will like my film, because even I don't like sometimes that kind of cinema. But some feedback ना, मतलब, is also valid. I understand now, like, also because जो last मैंने देखी थी, मैंने Globus में देखी थी, which was like a Dolby Atmos and with a crowd. So that also I feel that the edit for a cinema and, you know, that experience is very different than edit for a very distracted TV environment. So we are optimized for, our edit is optimized for that environment. So जब हम, you know, इसे ऐसे environment में देखते हैं, तो sometimes मतलब लोगों को वो issues होता है जो कि in fact, like, that was again joke between 3 or 4 core members. We were saying कि जब हम Globus में देखे, हम बोले थोड़ा stay और बढ़ाते हैं, थोड़ा stay. और यहाँ पे हमको आ रहा है कि pacing issues है. Every time I see so many negative, then I see something super positive also, like, you know, that is always there. And when I see 4 positive, I'll see something so negative. I'll be like, oh gosh, like, but it is helping. It's helping me, you know, be better. This is the first time I've had a wide release. Matlab, to think of it, like, you know, to get that feedback is itself a blessing. Like, you know, you should value your negative feedback and sometimes more, like, you know. तो वैसा वाला scene
And
है.
even in, like, with the first film, you are in a very interesting space where people are either loving it and calling it कि अब तो भाई Star, यही benchmark है film, Star Wars है हमारी country की. And
Yeah.
And on the other hand, people are like, I can be honest with you, very harsh. Like, I know some of my friends are like, ये क्यों देखी मैंने? And it's like, and I can't understand it, because people who love it extremely. They're like,
Yeah.
कुछ देखा नहीं है. So, like, why do you think?
I am getting that. I mean, now we live in a world where every feedback is available to the maker, right? And you seek that feedback because एक्चुअली हमको तो जेन्युइनली लगा था कि, यू नो, जब आएगी नेटफ्लिक्स में, तो मैंने सोचा था, मैंने लिस्ट बनाई थी कि इन लोगों को व्हाट्सएप करूंगी कि यार प्लीज देखो, प्लीज देखो, प्लीज देखो. मतलब आई नेवर थॉट दैट people outside will even see, like, but yeah, they are, at least it's good that a lot of people are seeing it. But yeah, I see so many people even say कि after 10 minutes I just shut it down. मतलब people even say that. I said, यार जिनको बोरिंग लगी उनको कम से कम सेकंड हाफ बोरिंग लगा, तुम तो 10 मिनट में कैसे बंद कर सकते हो, like, you know. So I have that also, but it's okay, like, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd like to take you a little back into your journey, just where that first film that you were talking about. How did you, like, you talked about a phase where for 6 months you were just, you know, kind of thinking of making a next film. What was that period like when you were thinking of, okay, abhi I have made a bad film, which I think is bad, I have to make another one? How did you gather that courage?
Yeah, I think एक तो basically the curriculum pushed us कि अभी ये, और the kind of negative feedback and the shame I felt, because this is also my second career, and I was actually a superstar in my previous career because I was an IT student, and when I was working in Microsoft, I was in this team of 12 chosen people, out of which, like, I was the only girl, and, you know, chosen from around the world. So I was recruited directly from India to be in US. We used to have, you know, briefings from Bill Gates, like that level of career. Then I was like, वो छोड़ के मैं क्या कर रही हूँ? Like, then you feel also कि यार, what is this, like, you know? And I think also यार हम लोग है ना, मतलब I grew up very middle class family in Nagpur. So my mother is a teacher, my father is, like, you know, he has struggled a lot. Like, so I've seen the struggle. At that point, for us, the only thing for my and my brother was that यार जाके पैसे कमाओ ताकि फाइनेंशियली कंफर्टेबल रहे लाइफ में, सो दैट वाज ऑलवेज देयर. सो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था यार मैं तो अपनी अच्छी जॉब जो मैंने इतनी मेहनत करके कमाया वो भी छोड़ के आ गई हूँ, तो क्या करना है. सो दैट वाज देयर. But one thing that was we internalized as kids was that there's this code which is like effort equal to result, like so no matter what you think, like about, like a lot of people talk about privileges or nepotism, a lot of people talk about natural talent, and yeah, he's gifted and you're not gifted. But this thing that all, I think as middle class Indians, we know that maybe we'll have neither neither the apparatus of privilege nor that the blessing of natural talent, and we never visited those Florence Key museums as kids or anything like that. We never had that visual vocabulary. But what we definitely have is the ability to work hard. So I actually I started, targeting everything that was bad in my film, starting from, even color theory. So that was when I actually went to, the library, and, I studied about Matisse and the whole concept of color theory. So I would even crash other departments' classes, the cinematography class, like Sabhi Sundar sir used to teach, So he used to say, "Tu yahan kya kar rahi hai?" तो ऐसा कि नहीं, बस ऐसे ही देखने के लिए, because कुछ भी नहीं आता था, तो थोड़ा-थोड़ा सीख लेते हैं करके. And yeah, and then I started really studying films. Like I think not just watching film once, but like going through their screenplays. And I think वो मेरा एक phase था, which is very specific to that time. It never continued after that. Was the Wong Kar-wai phase, which I don't know why I had it, because after now I don't feel that much for Wong Kar-wai films. तो उस समय I was mad about Wong Kar-wai. मतलब उसके जो slow motions है और जो मूड क्रिएशन है,
प्राइमरी कलर्स का यूज है, सब मटीरियल को ये पसंद कर रहे हो.
यस यस. तो वो फेज था मैं. और एक फिल्म थी 2046, तो उसके पीछे मैं, मतलब आई थिंक आई वाज लिविंग इन दैट 2046 वर्ल्ड, एंड आई वाज ट्राइंग टू सी कि क्या कर सकते हैं. एंड आई वाज आल्सो ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड कि कौन सी फिल्म मुझे अच्छी लगती है. तो मतलब वहां से मैंने चालू किया, लाइक लिटरली बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक से. एंड देन ऑल्सो आई थिंक द फर्स्ट फिल्म जो मैंने बनाई थी, जो कि सुपर फ्लॉप हुई थी, उसमें आई वाज सुपर एम्बिशियस. Like you have a small, short film as a medium doesn't allow you to make a film like it's a big scale film. Like, and we all, and the best short films, like I run this platform called Short Film Window, and out of that I've realized the best short films are actually 5 to 10 minutes in length, and are usually, they don't span more than a day. Like the best ones in fact don't span more than an hour, or they are like एक जैसे रितेश बत्रा की जो एक शॉर्ट फिल्म है, I'm forgetting the name, but it is just two people talking in across table, or something that happened to a person in a day, like so that's what also I realized. So I lowered my ambition also, like कि कुछ बड़ा नहीं करना है, पर जो छोटा करना है वो perfectly करना है, because at least we were here to learn, like तो वहां से मैंने चालू किया. I think that also helped. या बट ऑल्सो वो भी रहता है कि फिर टीम को भी आप अच्छे से प्री प्रोडक्शन सॉलिड करते हो, और आप हाउ द मोर इन्वेस्टेड यू आर इन योर फिल्म ना, योर टीम गेट्स इन्वेस्टेड. इट्स डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल. इफ यू स्टार्ट बीइंग कैजुअल ना, चलता रहे, सो देन इट गोस टॉप डाउन. मतलब वो सब डिपार्टमेंट चलता है, फिर वो फिल्म और आपका दिमाग एकदम डिसजॉइंट हो जाते हैं बाय द एंड ऑफ इट, लाइक so we try to be particular overall, like तो वैसा टाइप चालू है.
Talking about ambition, like Cargo is a film that is like it's a very of course it's low budget and it's minimal locations. It's set in one spaceship, so you could have gone either way. You could have taken the primer wala rasta ki independent sci-fi film banate that is raw Blair Witch Project ke zone mein, or you could have and you just made this space film. तो ये दोनों के बीच का डिसीजन कि अच्छा इसको इस तरीके से बनाते हैं, like how did that come about?
हाँ, तो बेसिकली मैं ना साइंस फिक्शन स्पेस में बहुत, इट हैड बीन 6-7 years, like I have been, and actually before I was making Cargo, there was another screenplay of mine which was actually I was working with Phantom very closely for, and it was for 2 to 3 years. जैसे तैसे वो चालू हुआ था, हमने पूरा प्री प्रोडक्शन किया था, स्टोरी बोर्ड किया था, and the film got shelved. So वो स्पेस में थी मैं, like तो I was in that space कि यार अब तो मतलब रॉक बॉटम हो गया, मतलब अब, और वहां से भी मतलब वो भी कंपनी का कुछ श्योर नहीं था तभी, तो लगा कि यार अब तो मतलब वापस हम स्क्वायर वन से, लाइक जैसे फिल्म स्कूल से बाहर निकले, कुछ है ही नहीं हमारे पास, लाइक सो उस समय मुझे था कि यार एक तो बहुत मतलब कि यार अब तो मुझे खुद ही बनाना पड़ेगा, और जल्दी बनाना पड़ेगा फॉर माई ओन सैनिटी. नहीं तो मुझे ना खुद ऐसा लग रहा था कि यार अगर मैं खुद की फिल्म नहीं बनाऊं तो मतलब अभी मैं खुद, लाइक there's a this like I used to tell कि अगर 5 साल में आपकी फिल्म नहीं बनी तो आप इंडस्ट्री को ब्लेम कर सकते हो, अगर 7-8 साल में नहीं बनी तो आप खुद को ही ब्लेम करो, मतलब कहीं तो आप टेक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, सो तो मुझे वैसा लग रहा था, तो मैं सोची कि साइंस फिक्शन तो बनाना ही है, वो तो छोड़ूंगी नहीं मैं। तो बट वन थिंग वाज श्योर कि ये भी पता है कि साइंस फिक्शन, द रीजन आई हैव हैड सच अ बिग स्ट्रगल विद साइंस फिक्शन इज बिकॉज इंडिया में साइंस फिक्शन किसी ने सक्सेसफुली बनाया नहीं है जो वेल रिसीव्ड है। सो आई न्यू दैट इफ आई मेक अ बैड साइंस फिक्शन आई विल पुश, मतलब सिर्फ मेरा खुद का भी स्ट्रगल नेक्स्ट फिल्म का बढ़ेगा, क्योंकि मुझे तो बाद में भी साइंस फिक्शन बनाना है, बट बाकी कोई और भी बनाना चाहेगा तो उसका भी स्ट्रगल बढ़ेगा। सो दैट वाज ऑलवेज इन माय थॉट, लाइक दैट I should be making a science fiction that will work for people and that will belong to India. मतलब, और ये मैंने बहुत स्टडी भी किया था about science fiction because I was seeing science fiction from Italy, I was seeing it from Britain, I was seeing it from China and Japan and all. So I said कि what should the science fiction be from India? Like because my focus was genuinely like festivals and all, because तभी तो ऐसा लगा था कि यार पता नहीं रिलीज का कुछ नहीं, but at least कि वो लोग रेस्पेक्ट देंगे तो यहाँ पे रेस्पेक्ट आएगा, because that's what I was seeing the model for lot of independent filmmakers that work, and for certain extent it worked for us, because अगर हमारी साउथ बाय साउथ वेस्ट नहीं जाती तो हम लोग को भी नेटफ्लिक्स पिकअप नहीं करती, like because everybody was unsure about our film, like the kind of reaction that is there कि ये and thankfully a lot of young people are liking our film, but a lot of old people are still dismissing, there's this middle, and those are the decision makers ka age, so they were very confused about our film कि यार ये लोगों को ऐसा ना लगे कि क्या कर रहे हैं करके, like तो वो वाला टेंशन था, पर बिकॉज साउथ बाय साउथ वेस्ट को अच्छी लगी, इतने लोगों ने तारीफ की, तो उनको लगा कि चलो मतलब डाल देते हैं, इतना भी बुरा नहीं है शायद, like so people were looking for other people for decision, तो yeah.
Why the year 2027? Because it's very like it's a nearing time.
नहीं वो मैंने नहीं डाला वो एक चीज थी, दो चीज मैंने एडिट की फॉर प्रोडक्शन। वन वाज मेरे को तो बिल्कुल नहीं अच्छा लगता है, मैं तो अभी भी देखती हूँ तो क्रिंज करती हूँ, बिकॉज दे वर वरीड कि किसी से रिएक्शन आएगा कि वी आर मेकिंग फन ऑफ इंडियन माइथोलॉजी, सो दे सेड कि फर्स्ट दे सेड कि दिस इज एन ऑल्टरनेटिव यूनिवर्स, ये लिख दो, सो दैट आई सेड कौन साइंस फिक्शन वाला लिखेगा इट इज एन ऑल्टरनेटिव यूनिवर्स, मतलब यू तो से कि दिस इज द रियलिटी, मतलब तो हम ऐसे क्यों लिखते हैं, तो फिर वो बोले कि लिखो कि इट इज अ सेट इन फ्यूचर, आई सेड आई कांट सेट सेट इन फ्यूचर बिकॉज सब जो आ रहे हैं, जो अर्थ हम दिखा रहे हैं वो तो करंट टाइम है, देन वो बोले कुछ भी कर दो यार, कम से कम 2030 लिख दो, तो पता नहीं मैंने नेगोशिएट करके बोला चल 2027 लिख दो तो वो दैट वाज जस्ट लाइक आई एम पैरानोया कि लोग को शायद लगे कि वी आर मेकिंग फन ऑफ माइथोलॉजी, व्हिच आई थॉट कि it's an opposite paranoia. In fact, we are giving tribute to our mythology. We are a throwback to it. But ठीक है, मतलब कभी वो मतलब ऐसा था कि चलो ये करके रिलीज हो रहा है चुपचाप, लेके लोग टेंशन फ्री हैं, तो that was that. Yeah.
So wait, so in that world there's this thing that लोग जब मरते हैं तो वो एक स्पेसशिप में they're called cargos, and that's how the whole transit happens, that you're building this world where the space, the concept of space and a spaceship is just used for a transit that could have been done anywhere. I mean मतलब ऐसा लोगों ने कुछ मतलब मेरे को भी बोला कि ये तो स्पेसशिप में क्यों है, this could have been done anywhere.
हाँ वो मुझे भी बोला है, पर वो तो ऐसा है कि फिर देन तो यू आस्क कि ये भी क्यों, मतलब इट इज लाइक दैट ना, मतलब द आर्ट इज आल्सो यू ऐड लेयर्स टू द आर्ट, एंड लाइक ये आपको हम लोग को तो look, मुझे किसी ने बोला था कि you could have just made it in a room, like and but yeah, but the whole idea of art is that like you try to build on things and you make it more enjoyable. So I thought that the spaceship idea is like, and actually for me it came from that thought that when someone says कि वो मर के ऊपर चले गए, तो it just came from that कि मर के ऊपर गए तो spaceship ने पकड़ लिया।
वो समझा that we have this idea here कि ऊपर देख के आप तारों को देखते कि ये लोग बने हुए हैं after death and all that, तो वहां से somewhere it was connected to that, but since it's a space station, it's a spaceship that's like kind of circumnavigating the earth, right?
Yeah.
It's not on a journey, so it's much more the characters are very internalized, it's not an odyssey that they have been set upon, so that thing it's that's I felt that is a little doubtful उस zone में कि यहाँ पर ही क्यों।
हाँ मतलब बेसिकली मेरे लिए ना वो चीज एक इमिग्रेशन ऑफिस जैसी थी, तो नो दैट इमिग्रेशन ऑफिस कैन बी एनीवेयर, लाइक बट या फॉर मी आई मीन इट कुड बी इन अ एक्चुअली अ शिप ऑन द वाटर, इट कुड हैव बीन एनीवेयर, but हमने spaceship रखी, but that's like, yeah, that's a choice we made, like, and because we also thought कि we are connecting it with like the whole concept of Rakshas, who, ideally inhabit in a different realm. So for maybe those two worlds are connected through this interstellar travel. मतलब those were the ideas, like, yeah, but इतना हमने overthink भी नहीं किया था. It was like, it sounded like a fun thing to do. मतलब उस हिसाब से किया.
Prahasta is a very famous astronaut, right? There are his fans and everyone. How come no one recognizes him when they go up? Except for Anjum sir, जो बाद में आते हैं, because he's been there before.
No. So नहीं, तो basically हमारा ऐसा था कि he is very famous in the Rakshas world. He is not famous in the human world. So that was our demarcation. So वही हम लोग उस पे रखे थे. तो and हमारे तो इनफैक्ट वो था कि only the cargoes who were sort of repeating are the ones who are recognizing him. कि आपको कहीं देखा है, so he's saying कि but they are not being able to place him. तो कोई बोल रहा है कि तू मिस्त्री का दूसरा लड़का है, कोई बोल रहा है कि तू वो है क्या, तू ये है क्या, आपको कहीं देखा है. So that was the idea. But the idea was that the realm, the Rakshas world and their world is different. Like it was not that because that's why we were the whole if you see the radios, उसमें उनका एक तो first of all TV show भी उनका बहुत ही specific जो उनके world के around है, plus जो radio भी उनके world के around है. So the idea was that like we never said it directly कि they live in separate planets, because वो मुझे वो बोलने में बहुत tension हो रहा था कि ये planet और वो planet, क्योंकि suddenly मुझे Hollywood feel दे रहा था. But idea is that they because that is also part of a mythology.
They're not living amongst themselves.
They're not living amongst themselves. Yeah, they're living separately. Yeah. So that was
that
there.
clears up a lot of things.
Yes. So this is a question a lot of people ask me, but I also felt that the idea of this film was also the folklores होते हैं ना, folklores में कैसे blind spots होते हैं और हर चीज नहीं समझाते, like तो maybe like ज्यादा समझाना था मुझे, I don't know. But like when I was writing it, I was keeping कि हर चीज अगर मैं समझाने जाऊंगी तो ये बहुत ही boring भी हो जाएगा. Plus, it will be overload of information. So we were trying to just carefully explain things that is required for the story in general, or the central emotion of the story. But yeah, मतलब ये मुझे काफी लोगों ने बोला भी था कि यार और एक और disclaimer, मतलब और एक starting में like दे देते कि ये है ये. But like let them discover and let them take in, like but that's like first film में मस्ती करूँ, मतलब वैसा type भी scene था.
This is another thing that when you wrote this film and you focused on Prahasta and his internal existentialism, if I may call it, that he seen everything fade away in front of his eyes. Were you ever kind of इस तरफ आपने कभी सोचा कि मैं राक्षसों और इंसानों की जो कोल्ड वॉर है उसको भी एक्सप्लोर करो कि what led to this cold war, what led to this conflict, थोड़ा वो because you were using space, so थोड़ा space opera-ish feel आता.
हाँ नहीं, मुझे ना बहुत लोगों का यही मैसेज आया कि just can you make a prequel about the cold war. तो मुझे था वो तो मैंने ऐसे एक लाइन डाल दिया था, मतलब मुझे बस ऐसा था कि traditionally humans have very bad राक्षस को humans बहुत बुरी तरह ट्रीट करते हैं. तो I used to consider that as a sort of cold war. तो मैंने उसी को मेंशन किया था. मतलब there was no proper cold war कि actually में दोनों ने न्यूक्लियर मिसाइल से एक दूसरे को पॉइंट किया, मतलब वैसा वाला नहीं था. But actually this is the feedback that is making me also think that maybe this is something that I just glanced over कि यार क्योंकि हम लोग तो genuinely बोलते हैं कि जंगल में मत जाओ नहीं तो राक्षस आके वो तुम्हारा पैसे ले लेगा.
The origins of that conflict was very interesting once I thought about it.
So वो मैंने सोचा कि हाँ मतलब वो assume, मतलब वो gap fill कर देंगे क्योंकि इसके specifics important नहीं लगे थे तभी. But yeah, that's the feedback I am getting. So I'm also thinking कि हाँ यार मतलब थोड़ा सा और मतलब maybe through radio only I could have filled in those gaps, like कि क्यों हुआ क्या हुआ.
तो अभी हम जैसे कार्गो आ चुके हैं and people are liking it, अब अगर बजट मिले तो आप बनाओगे
प्रीक्वल? हाँ यार बजट मिले तो मैं बना लूंगी यार. Like
okay. So talking about the very intricate production design of the film, why did you choose to go retro?
मेरे like 90% question का आंसर यही आएगा कि I like it type, like essentially retro because also Prahasta had launched the spaceship much earlier. The idea was that there's definitely a time has passed since the spaceship has been launched, because my idea was that he is not, so he is part of not just a broken organization where he's just a cog in the wheel, but he's also part of a broken spaceship. So, I also wanted him to struggle with problems that seemed clumsy, like the fact that he's getting a shock rather than a screen not coming, and then he's using his expertise or whatever to fix it, So that was the idea कि anyway spaceship पहले बहुत पहले निकली है मतलब अभी तो नहीं है. We have already said कि it's been a while since the spaceship had been launched and stuff. That's there. So obviously उस time के हिसाब से. Second was, yeah, because of I thought that aesthetics matched with the story and his state of mind essentially. कि हाँ सब कुछ मतलब things are falling apart, like the way he is aging, the spaceship is also aging, and it's falling apart in edges. So that was there. And also I think for me, when I'm introducing science fiction, I didn't want a Minority Reports kind of feel to the spaceship, because वो मुझे लगा कि alienate कर देगा like लोगों को. इसमें see, I'm okay if people laugh at my film, but still enjoy it rather than feel कि यार this is not for me. मतलब I was very worried कि if my mother wants to see the film, will say कि आरती ने कुछ तो भी film बनाई है, मुझे तो नहीं समझ रहा, like though they say that
To Indianize it basically.
हाँ, Indianize it, yeah. So in fact, that's why for me, Nitigya sir is a very important thing, because any spaceship film, whether you see HAL or 2001 Space Odyssey or Moon, they all have an AI. But I wanted the AI to be like, in fact, my first draft में AI was like a woman type, वो जो Popeye में जो olive oil है ना, मैं सोची थी कि वैसी कुछ उसको दे रही है करके, कि film. Then I was like यार ये तो मतलब सच मतलब कैसे सा किसी को समझेगा. Then I was thinking, who should it be? Then I thought, why can't it be someone like my father, जो ऐसा लगता है कि ये जॉब में आके फंस गए, या कि ऐसा लग रहा है कि हाँ मतलब it's not that he's passionate about this job, he's just doing it, but at the same
time, there's nothing fancy about the sci-fi stuff that's going on.
Yeah. So he basically, I feel Nandu Madhav ji makes it very Indian, the whole spaceship, his presence, and his problems is his interactions. I think he makes it very palatable. Like I think, I know a lot of people who are really a lot of senior citizens are watching this film and they are getting it. They're not feeling कि यार ये पता नहीं क्या है करके. So I think that was my idea for that. तो झकास नहीं बनाना था, मतलब मुझे थोड़ा सा approachable type बनाना था. Yeah.
Talking about the lensing of the film, because almost you do get a sense of a Star Wars and a 2001, the way it's been lensed, that it always feels like it's been shot from vantage points from within the spaceship. So how did you go about designing those shots?
हाँ, तो वो basically I got Kaushal. So Kaushal is a Whistling Woods alumni, but he had gone to AFI, and he had sent me a message because he had seen a short film of mine, Time Machine, and he wanted to do science fiction and all. So I saw his showreel and I was really impressed that and he seemed like a very intelligent, nuanced, and because he had also recently studied in film school, his approach was also academic, which I like, for a film like that, because we are reinventing the wheel, all said and done. So वो आया था, and we worked a lot on the shot breakdown and look. So in fact, we had 3 levels of shot breakdown. The first level was just, we were going paragraph by paragraph, talking about not just the scenes, but also the subtext of every scene. Talking about what is the subtext of the film, like different layers of the film. So first layer was just understanding that. The second was about then how do we change it over a period of time? Because see, at the end of the day, it's like how my music director said, चाहे आरती कुछ भी बोल तूने 3 कमरे में film बना ली. But at the end of the day, it was a film and shot in three, which you're very scared कि should people shot. It's very tough actually, single location film. It's very tough for every department in general, especially the cinematography department and direction department, to keep things unique. So one of the things that we were also trying to see was if the spaceship is colorful, let the cargos be very colorless. So have only brown colors, or even when they come in, they are in extremely earth colors. So they're in all dull down colors. So even the earth shots are very dull down. If you see, earth shots are not bright, except the Basti shot. But wo theek hai, chalo. There's one, but otherwise every odd shot is in grays or browns and greens. So वैसा we had thought. And and there was that वो कुरुसावा का triangle framing जो हम लोग ऐसे बहुत joke करते थे कि एक साथ 3 लोगों को कैसे दिखाना, to for variety and stuff. So we were trying out those things, and also based on the the lighting of the film also changes as it's bright in the beginning, then it goes dark in the middle, and then it again goes bright in the later half, in the towards the end, like, because that's what, it's a cyclical, like the idea of the story was that it is not a typical 3 act, but it's more like a cycle, like, we wanted to show.
That
So
Prahasta will go through a journey, and then we hint that at Yuvishka might be going through the same journey later on.
yes. Ki the cycle of life continues, like,
Continues.
yeah, like,
And also in the script we
renewal.
included that power down mode. We're going into power down mode, and
Yes,
that's
yes.
how the darkness was.
Yes.
So talking about the production design, uh, like you designed every little detail of like the companies that were there, that the cups that Prahasta uses and everything. So how much of the pre-production like went into doing all that?
No, what I've realized is science fiction film is, shooting is just a very small fraction of the efforts that goes in. It's definitely a very important part, but the pre-production is very important, and the post-production is also very important, because then you're deciding the panels and this and that and everything, and it's also tedious. Like in general, it was, at least for us, like, given the budgets we had. But yeah, pre-production is very important. In fact, even the news that Prasta sees, we had designed it before and preloaded it on the iPad, rather than, a lot of people just do a green screen because वो decision बाद के लिए रखते, but we had preloaded all of it, like, so we had designed the news, we had designed all the logos of the company, we had designed the forms that he takes, like, on we had designed the costumes were first designed by me and the graphics team before we had actually given it to the costume designer, because the logos of the costume has to be consistent with the logos of the film, and things like that. So it was a very intensive pre-production. I was very happy that, I mean, in the sense, I'm blessed that Zenish, who is my batchmate and is my friend, like he's like family. So he and I used to hang out a lot for pre-production, and we used to think कि और क्या कर सकते हैं, और क्या कर सकते हैं. But these companies were there, like कि हम लोग सोचे थे कि ये जैसे नासा जैसे होगा, इप्सो, इंटरप्लैनेटरी स्पेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, फिर एक जो प्राइवेट कंपनी है, पोस्ट द ट्रांजिशन सर्विसेज, जो उन्होंने शायद इप्सो को, जैसे जो इलॉन मस्क की कंपनी. सो वी वर आल्सो ड्राइंग पैरेलल्स फ्रॉम रियल लाइफ and coming up with companies, their specifics and their labels and logos. So we were seeing that, like, yeah. So
How
we
did you
gave
get Hansel Mehta? How did you get Hansel Mehta to do the cameo?
No, yaar, Hansel Mehta ka to itna fun, like, so that's the we wanted someone, educated, talking about it, but koi mil nahi raha tha. Then Shnok is one of the producers of the film. He's friends with Hansel Mehta, so he got him. And Hansel Mehta is like, आते साथ ही, या मैं एकदम wrong choice हूँ, मैं तो कर ही नहीं सकूंगा, मैं तो कर ही नहीं, सर कर लो. And he was like, throughout he was saying कि अभी मैं किसी और को भेजूं, अभी मैं किसी और को भेजूं. But I think he did a fine job. He looked like it's like a gravitas वाला कुछ post that transition service, because I didn't want someone to.
Mole mean, ma'am? उनके सर पे एक
अरे नहीं यार, वो actually जैसे हमने वो चैतन्य है ना, उसको हमने सिंग दिए थे ऐसे. If you see Chaitanya, who's the ninth watchman, उसको ऐसे दिए थे, तो हम लोग वही देने वाले थे, पर बस टाइम नहीं था, तो बस एक मोल ऐसे दे दिया. और फिर I was like, what is this, like, after makeup की, मतलब it is neither sing nor what. तो बोले नहीं चलेगा करके. Then फिर I was like, चलेगा. Like either it was that or it was there. So I was like, चल ठीक है, डाल दो more. But we wanted something more, because I thought he's the PDTS का head, he should have more, like, but वही है, again, like, I think we were very scared to do character design, like, like we did for a lot of characters, we gave multiple hands. We were very scared to give it to every character, क्योंकि हमको लग रहा था कि it might just fall apart, basically because our, neither our makeup is of that level, nor our VFX will be of that level. So it should not look, कि नकली लगेगा तो ज्यादा खराब लगेगा. So we were very conservative, मतलब बहुत conservative रहे उसमें. Like, but I think in my next one I'll be less conservative about it, like more specifics of looks. So, yeah.
So, like when you think about it now, कि आपको लग रहा था कि नकली ना लगे. So did you ever think कि इसको minimal करने का कोई और तरीका, in the sense, let's not make a space film, let's make a sci-fi film. Like, say you made Time Machine and you added the Time Machine character into your narrative. So did you ever give a thought of, like, expanding an idea which is set, which can be, like, realistically grounded in the world that we're living in?
नहीं, मैं actually, I honestly tell you, when I was writing Cargo, मेरे अंदर इतना anger था कि मेरे, मतलब अगर मैं space, अगर कुछ simple करने का मेरे पास था ही नहीं, मतलब मुझे ऐसा था कि I wanted to smash it, like, So in fact, before Cargo, I was writing like a very intense crazy superhero film which had like 20 spaceships. Like I was writing that with like all satellites and all. तो मेरे जो फ्रेंड्स थे वो बेचारे उनको पता था कि मेरे अंदर एंगर है, सो दे यूज्ड टू से कि आरती यस इट्स नाइस बट यू थिंक यू हैव बजट, लाइक बट उनको पता था कि यार ये तो मानेगी नहीं. तो बेसिकली स्पेसशिप पहले डिसाइड हुआ, फिर आइडिया बाद में. somewhere spaceship was stuck in my head, like you know, and मुझे वही था कि थोड़ा सा ग्रैंड करते plans, you know. हो गया टिमिड हो के बोर हो गए थे, like you know, कि कितना टिमिड रहे, like you know. So yeah, you have to take in the angst of the filmmaker when you watch the film, like you know. So yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
yeah. So a lot of us here are trying to make our first films, and हम लोग यही सोचते हैं हमेशा कि यार कभी अगर हम तो स्पेस का भी नहीं सोचे, हम अर्थ का भी सोचते लगे यार क्राउड कहाँ से आएगा, ये लोकेशन कहाँ से मिलेगी.
हम भी यही, हम लोग का भी यही था.
ये था ना, बट you got ahead and you made a film. So what does it take? What does it take to get that courage कि यार अभी बनाना है फिल्म, कुछ भी हो.
यार मैं genuinely मेरा courage था कि I had nothing to lose. मतलब अगर ये खराब भी बनती ना, मतलब हाँ, मतलब I was worried कि अच्छी बने, because there was genuinely, of course, there's money at stake and there's of course little bit prestige, even whether you deny it or not. That is, you feel like at least your self-respect is at stake. I think for me, यार मतलब I think see, I think when you're struggling, which I'm blessed that you guys should feel blessed that you guys are graduating at a time when there's so much OTT. So there's so many avenues. When we graduated, na, theatrical was only avenue. And जो हमारा struggle रहा है ना, वो बहुत unique रहा है. And I'm glad that you guys don't have, because there's so many platforms which can take your thing. Even 3 years ago, like when I was making this film, Netflix had just come. मतलब Sacred Games में शायद तभी shoot हो रहा था, like from whatever I understand. So वो उसका potential इतना clear नहीं था. तो लेकिन बस ये था कि when I was struggling so much ना, you can see when someone devalues you now, when you're going and pitching your ideas, someone devalues your ideas, you sense it so much that sometimes you want to do it just to prove for yourself. मतलब वो किसी और के लिए है ही नहीं. मतलब मुझे तो to a certain extent I have gone to production houses who have seen Time Machine, which has won actually a lot of awards. And of course, it's an imperfect. Yeah, all our films will be imperfect because we'll never have perfect budgets to begin with, like you know. But they even dismissed it, saying कि यार हम लोग summer projects नहीं बना रहे, we are making. So the sense of devaluation you feel now, or someone says कि यार, you know, what you want to do is something like will not work. Like a constant जो होता है ना, then the devaluing. At some point you feel कि यार मतलब तुम कितना मतलब you want to just push back against that. कभी तो, and I just feel कि यार maybe मैं तो तब भी बहुत sorted हूँ, but I think you guys should be even more disobedient. Like you know, disobedience is such an amazing power, because यार हम लोग हमेशा इतने obedient होने की कोशिश करते हैं ना कि यार उसने बोला तुम नहीं कर सकते तो मान जाते. तो you know, that's why the spaceship was the first disobedience, like you know, for me, like कि अब तो मैं spaceship बनाऊंगी, तुम लोग पहनो नासा की टी-शर्ट और Star Wars की टी-शर्ट, स्पेस में तो मैं ही बनाऊंगी. Like you know, you want to say that to people, so you don't say it, you just let your work do. And frankly speaking, the process of doing it humbles you so much that you don't feel like यार कि क्या बेचारे वो लोग का भी point था कि पता नहीं पैसे बनेंगे कि नहीं बनेंगे. So they are also right in their thing, but at your feel you have to just fight for yourself. And I also feel that you start with something that you can do. You know, I think what worked for me in Cargo was I saw the resources that were available to me. Like even though Earth ki backstories, and if you see, either they were shot in public places like train stations, which was guerrilla, or they were either shot in my house or my friends. Like एक दो scenes तो cut हो गए कि friend की mom की beauty parlor में scene था. मतलब things like that. So we wrote based on resources. So it's okay sometimes to see your resources and then write your story, and give it time, like but okay, and lean on your friends, so us hisab se we do it.
In one of the interviews you said that you don't think that you're that good at pitching. So yes. What was the pitching process for this film like?
I didn't pitch, now that's the thing. So I started with, I'm making this film. And ठीक है, my own friends तो like उनके like we are one of those people ना जो दूसरों के सामने चुहे पर friends के सामने तो share ही रहते हैं, like so like my own friends were supporting me like all the time, like and as far as actors is concerned, I used to say कि ये script आप पढ़ लो. So I used to directly give script, because मेरे past pitching experience were very bad for a science fiction film, and also, like, you know, मुझे ऐसा होता है कि I instant, maybe I also am very sensitive to, you know, the body language. So if I'm pitching to someone and if I sense a disinterest ना, तो मैं भी अलग tangent में चले जाती हूँ, like, you know. So it is so that's why I was feeling कि यार read the scripts. And of course, this in Bollywood, people don't read scripts. So they people used to say that. I said, do people who don't read scripts need not be part of my film? Like, I used to say that. Like, you know. So I said, ki, yaar, abhi it's about time you read scripts, like, you know, because that's a shared document. And it will, you know, and उस level पे, because यार कितने लोग तो narrate बहुत अच्छा करते हैं और, you know, उनका confidence भी amazing रहता है, पर उनका script बहुत poor रहता है. So we are actually asking you to judge us based exactly on the material, like, no, not on any of our extraneous things. Like, so I think it worked like that for me. Yeah.
So when you went about, you know, trying to gain resources and everything, and college was a huge, you know, part of the filmmaking journey. So इसमें कितना श्रेय आप देना चाहेंगे राहुल सर के स्टार वॉर्स फैंडम को?
एक्चुअली तो राहुल सर के स्टार वॉर्स फैंडम तो एक चीज है, पर राहुल सर ने जो मुझे हमेशा सपोर्ट किया है since my diploma film. I remember I used to fight tooth and nails with him all the time. Diploma film I wanted, जब हमारे समय था diploma film, you were not allowed to shoot outs of Mumbai and I wanted to shoot.
अभी भी नहीं है मैम, अभी भी नहीं है.
तो इतना लड़ी थी, प्लस लड़ी भी थी और उनसे कुछ 5 लाख का डिपॉजिट भी लगवाई थी फॉर दैट लोकेशन, लाइक, यू नो. और वो परेशान हो गए थे कि यार कौन आया, मतलब पका दिया करके, यू नो. एंड ही ऑलवेज सपोर्टेड मी दैट वे. And in fact, as far as Cargo is concerned, I had shared him the other story, which was like, I think 9 Superheroes it was called, which was like crazy. So I shared it with him and he said, yaar, matlab, theek hai. Like, you tell me what you want. Matlab, you know, he never judged. He said, I liked it. It's up to you, whatever you want to make. So he was super duper supportive, like, you know, in every which way. Yes. So I think that
digressing from the point a little bit, मुझे बस सबसे ही जानना है वो डिप्लोमा के लिए कैसे कन्विंस करा था आपने बाहर शूट करने को?
नहीं, मैं तो बहुत लड़ी थी, हमारी तो बहुत लड़ाई हुई थी, लाइक बहुत ज्यादा.
सर मिलते भी नहीं उस मामले में.
हाँ, क्योंकि
बॉम्बे के बाहर हम लोग नागपुर, पुणे नहीं जा पाते कि अच्छा पुणे में जाके शूट कर लेंगे, वो भी नहीं, सुनना ही नहीं है.
हाँ यार, मतलब एक तो मैंने उस समय क्रैक किया था, जो कि उसके पहले किसी ने नहीं किया था, कि मैंने जैकी श्रॉफ को लेके आई थी. तभी unheard was like, abhi though it is common to have stars in the film, Jackie Shroff himself has been started doing lot of short films, but that time he was just a superstar. So suddenly I told कि Jackie Shroff को मैं ऐसे गंदे से सेट में ले जाऊंगी, मतलब उनका भी इज्जत डाउन, मेरा भी, मतलब वही सब सुन के उनको लगा कि चलो let's.
Uspar was your final diploma film or Gulmohar was your final diploma film?
Uspar was my final. Gulmohar I made after that because they were short of directors. So
as an alumni you came in
and you know, Gulmohar mein he took the revenge because the actress was supposed to be Parineeti Chopra and that time she was just debuting. तो लेकिन बोले कि यार हो गया, अभी बहुत मस्ती हो गई, already took Rajat, so take some college girl, like, you know. And I was like, यार गुलमोहर में परिणीति हो जाती तो शायद अभी मैं यशराज के साथ बनाती रहती कार्गो, लेकिन ठीक है अभी इंडी बनाई लाएगा.
कोई नहीं मैम, तो यशराज के साथ कार्गो बनती है, आपके विशाल शेखर म्यूजिक करते हैं अभी वो. Forget Me Not. Talking about the music of the film, how did you go about creating the background score, that awesome theme that like in the end also in the beginning? How did that come about?
No, that we had done the entire music, I and Shehzaan, very intensively. But I wanted the announcement of spaceship to be like so my reference was that trance of, you know, march. मतलब basically the वो जो war march होता है ना, तो I wanted to say this is our war cry. So my editor, who is like very sorted, I was like, आरती बहुत gimmicky है यार, बहुत gimmicky है ऐसे, and the whole film is very mild. So why are you starting with this? I said, like, जो भी whole film है, I want to announce the spaceship with this. Like, anyway, हमारे 4 spaceship के shot है, तो उसको हम music से announce करेंगे, like, you know. So for the longest time, in fact, I have a different music which was in the edit throughout. Like, you know, it was first was the Space 2001 का music reference. Then I had chosen something similar to that, and then
कौन सा वाला वो?
वो वाला ना, हाँ. So that one was there. So मैं शेजान को बोलते थे तो वो उसको कुछ, उसने उसको बहुत अच्छा नाम दिया था कि यार गिमिकी वॉर म्यूजिक, कुछ ऐसा. तो बोलता था कि होल म्यूजिक इन डन एक्सेप्ट द गिमिकी वॉर म्यूजिक. फिर वो मैं बोलती थी नो यू हैव टू फिक्स इट, यू हैव टू फिक्स इट। फिर उसने ये किया तो बोला आई डिडंट लाइक इट करके, बट हाउ डू यू फाइंड इट? आई सेड दिस इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट आई वांट करके लॉक इट करे। तो वो हमने गिमिकी था जो भी है हमने डाल दिया, बिकॉज वी वांटेड इट टू एटलीस्ट कि फर्स्ट टाइम स्पेसशिप देखे। I was thinking, forget the movie. This is a moment for the cinema. Like this is a triumph for all of us. So let's celebrate it with that music. And I think it works for the film. It doesn't stand out like as a sore thumb. I think it just works. Yeah.
Also here you guys are making a film that there is a certain sense of responsibility that this is going to be looked upon as as the benchmark, and this will pave way for other sci-fi films. Now the fate of this film will decide whether other films like this will be made or not. Did you guys ever feel that pressure while making that film?
I think my team to itni pareshan thi because of budgets and all that while making it, and so there was this thing ki let's do this well. But there was not a larger responsibility anybody was shouldering, because hamara to genuinely, like you might have heard in other interviews, we had like 38 hours ka shoot. We had shoot जिसमें विक्रांत दिन में हमारा फिल्म कर रहा है, फिर मिर्जापुर कर रहा है, फिर हमारा फिल्म कर रहा है, and anyways we had like 14 days का night shoot, then immediately day shoot. So हम लोग की तो हालत खराब हो गई थी, like because of 14 days back to back night shoot मतलब really drains the crew, and then after that you're switching next day immediately morning without a break. So मतलब by that time you're almost dead. Like your crew is like functioning at like I think 1/4 of its efficiency in general. They're forgetting things and all that. So वो वाला scene था हमारा. पर मैं हमेशा यही बोलती थी कि one is sci-fi, but I always used to tell Kaushal, I remember this is the first spaceship film, so you have to make sure that like people, it should not be dismissed. Like we don't know whether we'll be a benchmark or not, but हमारा ये था कि यार dismiss ना कर ले कोई हमें कि यार ये क्या कर रहे हैं लोग dismiss, but it's okay. But I just feel कि people who know sci-fi, people who understand sci-fi, and at least yeah, South by Southwest गई है, and like we went to Shanghai, we went to Bifan, we went to the top fantastic fest. So I mean you want to dismiss, then it's your personal thing यार. मतलब I think we have gathered enough, we have earned those things. मतलब ऐसा भी नहीं था कि हमारे फेस्टिवल सिलेक्शन किसी ने बोला कि यार चलो बना, वो भी हमारे कोल्ड सबमिशंस हुए. So we know how, like that was also a journey, because I remember when the film came in Mami, uske बाद there was a lull. Like last December I was here again with my parents here in Nashik, and I was like यार कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा, कुछ कोई फेस्टिवल भी नहीं ले रहा है, मतलब I was like in that depression कि यार मतलब बनी कि नहीं बनी, अच्छी बनी कि नहीं बनी, like and then जब जैन में जब साउथ बाय साउथवेस्ट का मेल आया, then you felt कि ये तो एकदम out of the blue, मतलब हमने तो बस ये फिल्म फ्रीवे से सबमिट किया और साउथ बाय साउथवेस्ट ने सिलेक्ट कर लिया. So it felt so well earned, like and you can deny a lot of things, but yeah, these are genuine things my team has earned, like these accolades. So and Shweta Vikrant are winning awards, even if supporting even if runner up awards, or like जो भी awards, we are winning awards, we are winning genuine कहीं तो ना. In fact in Miami Sci-Fi, it was shown in April, and some person who saw the film was so influenced by the film that he has started something called as loneliness consultant, because he was so moved by the idea that genuinely loneliness is the top thing that is plaguing us, our generation, and it needs to be addressed. And if someone is feeling lonely, like they can maybe just reach out to him, but at least it is affecting them enough to take those steps. So I mean I will not deny myself that, like I'm not denying the negative criticism, so but I'll not deny this also, like essentially.
And you shouldn't. It's a very well made film. Like we didn't see it as like just because we knew the mythology behind it, we knew how it was made. But other than that, if we had saw it for the first time without knowing any knowledge of that, we didn't see it like we saw it as a very well made film. And talking about that loneliness aspect of the film, Prahastha's character, we never exactly know who the guy is. We just see his front, and we know a little bit about his past through that scene. Which, by the way, was that a tribute to Interstellar?
What was his tribute to Interstellar?
That scene where he's talking with the Konkona. That scene, yeah. Because it touches the screen like Matthew McConaughey does. So I just thought, you're nudging it in that direction.
नहीं यार, पर actually not really, मतलब not really tribute to Interstellar, but I can say हाँ yeah, I do tribute to Interstellar. like correct bola, like, but like I do that. In fact, there were 2, 3 other screenplays I had written where I had that. So where people try to reach out to other people. In fact, even in my this one college film, I had made reflections where they try to touch each other's reflections, like so that has always been something that I like personally. So maybe it came from there, but yeah. See, the thing is, even if I don't give direct tributes to these films, na, I have internalized these films. They're part of my subconscious. So it could be possible that it's a tribute, but I don't know it. Like, वैसा भी हो सकता है. In fact, there's one thing that my film has been a tribute to that nobody has caught is like I'm a huge fan of Doctor Who. Like, and the scrappiness of Doctor Who and the gay abandon of Doctor Who, and in fact, that was inspired me to make a spaceship film because if there's a Doctor Who episode, if anyone's seen, which is like the highway traffic jam or something, which is like a traffic jam that has been going on for like 16 years or 17 years. So there are people who are stuck in their spaceship, but the spaceship was nothing. बस ऐसे एक room बना दिया था, उसको बोल रहे हम बस spaceship में हैं, and they're just cutting across spaceship, like So like, and they pulled it off, like such an amazing concept. They pulled it off. So that's what was my inspiration also, like So yeah,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
So Prahasta's character, we never exactly know this. So what was the thought behind that? Okay, this is why this guy in this like Pushpak 634A, it could have been about any other spaceship of that program. Why Prahasta specifically?
No, I think for me, I thought that everything that the first guy says about loneliness detective, I thought was applying to this guy, a guy who has become withdrawn in his own shell. And I think that line that he says to Konkana, like, मुझे लग रहा है कि जो लोग आ रहे हैं वो जिंदा हैं और मैं अकेला भूत हूँ. हाँ. So I thought that is what was him, that was his brief to him, that this is the only time he admits that. And that's why actually Vikrant has done a superb actor. He actually broke down when he was shooting that because he was feeling that throughout, like, and there was other thing that I wanted to tell him कि जो भी आ रहा है वो मर के आ रहा है पर वो और जीना चाह रहा है. Like, थोड़ा, there's a desire to live for anyone who has come, died and come to the spaceship. But he's the one who is actually, frankly speaking, behaving like a dead person, like not at all reaching out to people. Like, जैसे वो बोलते ना fans, तुम्हारे fans है Twitter, yeah. So he's not reaching out to people who love him. He's not reaching out to his lovers. Like, even though he can send those letters or he can reach out to her, but he's behaving like he's dead for those people. So, and I thought that recluseness was also a metaphor because you're making, like, all fun in games aside, I mean, there's a responsibility, like, there's one responsibility, you're making a spatial film, but bigger responsibility is making a film about what happens after death. And if you don't explore those themes, then you've wasted that choice of subject. Like, for me, that was very important, that I explore everything about what it means to be alive, what it means to, what is the जो finiteness of life है, उसमें भी हम क्या of value है. If I'm not touching those, and which is a tough thing, मतलब, actually one can always write a plot and, like, have this Prasta dangling and Shim trying to save her and give her high. But I chose a tougher path because यार मतलब ठीक है, मतलब मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि यार आफ्टर लाइफ पे कोई फिल्म है तो we should go into these things because it's an examination of our times also. The whole loneliness is examination of a lot of things, existential crises that we all face. So so, and I thought that Prasta was embodying that. Like, there was a very nice message I got from someone which says ki, I think the film is about Prasta's transition to Earth and his healing before he transitions. Like,
a friend of mine who I know is watching right now, he's in this chat, he sent me this message in the morning कि भाई ये question पक्का पूछना, that did Prahasta also go through the same transit process? I just told him कि वो humans के लिए काम करता है, I don't think वो राक्षसों के लिए काम करता है system.
Yeah, and he didn't die though, but metaphorically he did go through this. मतलब not in actuality, but metaphorically he has gone through the same process. That he died, he was there, he got finally healed, and then, like, he's gone now. Like, yeah. So essentially,
so also like, I have this last couple of questions, and after that we'll open up for questions. Vikrant Massey's performance. Now, see, Yuvishka is a character that it's mostly easier to tap into. She's a ray of hope, metaphorically speaking. And there's this guy, and a very peculiar thing happens when you see Prastha for the first time. It almost, in the first shot itself, it feels that he has lived in this space for a very long time. You're seeing him for the first time in the first scene. How, like, was it something that you did, specific briefing that you gave him, or what was it that kind of made that performance feel like, you know, कि ये बंदा रह रहा है, actually रह रहा है इस जगह पे बहुत time से?
No, so we had very extensive rehearsals with both Prastha and Yuvishka. So we did have a lot of rehearsals. We did discuss this a lot. The first day of the shoot, he was explaining to me कि ये knob उसका है, वो knob उसका है. So he was doing having fun. But like the first day of the shoot, I saw him spending a lot of alone time in corners of the spaceship while we were busy setting up, doing the lighting and stuff. And he was thinking about it and internalizing it. So yeah, I mean, I think Vikrant is a brilliant actor. Matlab, honest to God, like, you know, I've had 10 is my average number of takes, you know. All 10 takes, he has always been perfect, and his timing is perfect, and his, you know, at least continuity is perfect, and those things are there. But also I was feeling we were being able to calibrate him कि यार ये OTT जा रहा है, अभी ये मतलब ये प्रस्ता का कैरेक्टर नहीं लग रहा है, अभी ये लग रहा है विक्रांत आ रहा है. So you know, things like that. So, and even one day I accidentally, you know, opened his room where he was, you know, his vanity room type, and he was making underlines and he was trying to understand subtext. So he understands this very well. And just a day before shoot also he had come and met me for, I think, for 2 or 3 hours, like, and I was like, you know, कल से shoot है, अभी हम लोग मतलब क्या 2-3 घंटा discuss करें. But he was trying to understand that कि मैं इतने साल से हूँ, मेरा क्या है. So I think, and like, you know, full credit goes to him यार, मतलब उसने बहुत ही अच्छे से लाया. I mean, I cannot imagine anyone doing it in this way. And looking, he's fresh because I've not seen him in any like hero roles till now. But at the same time, he looks jaded by the job he's been doing. So उसने बहुत ही अच्छा किया. Yeah.
Also, my final question is that a lot of us who want to make films and who have this idea, like you did, ki, okay, we'll make it for the festivals for now. So what were the specifics that you kept in mind while you went about kind of creating the like story and preparing for the film? Case festivals ke liye, what things that you kept in mind?
I think one thing I kept in mind, which I have learned, is like, you know, be absolutely honest and absolutely sincere to your voice. So even if your voice, if you feel is flawed or not up to the mark, but it is the only thing that is super unique to you. So I was like, you know, I never shied away from anything that was coming naturally to me. Like, you know, कि अगर आपको कर रहा है, I could have just removed the Rakshas part, or I could have removed some part, like as you said, remove the spaceship part. But it was coming to me, like, you know, and I was being super honest without overthinking it. Like, you know, कि चलो चलो, मतलब I think one of the very good sci-fi shows I like is Rick and Morty, which is like so intelligent and so on point, but there's so much irreverence. Like, you know, if you keep questioning him, so I'm pretty sure Dan Harmon, वो तो वैसे ही, मतलब if you follow him on Twitter, so he's anyways like, you know, different zone में. He'll say कि मेरी मर्जी है, तेरे को क्या, मतलब वैसा types, you know. So, but the idea was कि, you know, that there was something that pushed him to do that. I think we have to be very honest with your voice. And you should not be timid about your voice. Like, you know, हम लोग तो इतना सोचते कि यार उसको पसंद आएगा. मैं तो genuinely सोचा ही नहीं था कि किसी और के लिए बना रहे. खुद के लिए बनाया था, like, you know, वैसा types था. Other thing was that I tried to be the team heads. Like, even if the budgets were less, I tried to be very good with your, you know, very sure कि मैं team heads मतलब दो qualities important थी. One is they have to genuinely be technically very good. There is no thing. Second is they need to know this is a low budget film and this is a like a good commitment. Like, it's not something कि यार मैं ये shoot कर रहा हूँ, बाजू में तेरी film करूँगा. मतलब उसको पता है कि यार ये अभी मैं pre-prod में 1 महीना लूँगी, अभी मैं वो करूँगी, मैं perfection demand करूँगी. So you wanted people invested also, and they have to be good also, which is tough actually, because if you're low budget now, even if you have budget, getting team to get invested is little tough. Like, you know, considering how Hollywood works, people are doing multiple projects at the same time. But the choosing the right team is very important, I feel. And yeah, वही था. Yeah.
Okay, so before we open up to questions, I need you, because you're a sci-fi geek. So what are your top? बहुत गंदा लग रहा है पूछते हुए कि top 5 भी हो सकता है क्या? But yeah, top 5 sci-fi films, favorite sci-fi films.
नहीं यार, नहीं, मैं वो हर बार 5 अलग आंसर दे रही हूँ हर क्वेश्चन में.
तो वो भी सब लोग पूछ रहे, तुम्हारे से मैं भी पूछता हूँ. अच्छा, एक बता दो.
नहीं यार
अच्छा,
मैं
recommend कर दो. Recommend a film that you feel that no one has watched and it's very
oh no one has
undiscovered in
watched.
that sense.
Actually, no one. I'll give you exactly the film to watch so that you can go and make your film next one. See, go and see Man from Earth. You must have you heard of Man from Earth?
I've seen Man from Earth. It's set in a room about that guy. कुछ और.
अच्छा
अच्छा
वो
चलो
कुछ
एक
और,
आध.
अच्छा कुछ और.
हाँ
यार नहीं,
हाँ.
मुझे तो इटर्नल सनशाइन और मिशेल कॉन्ट्री की बहुत अच्छी लगती सारी. और मुझे एक्चुअली मुझे जो बहुत ही माइंड ब्लोइंग लगी थी, मैंने जब 12 मंकीज देखी थी तो मुझे बहुत ही मजा आया था कि यार ये क्या पागल है, मतलब ये कौन है कि वो साइफाई भी कर रहा है पर अपना वियर्ड भी जा रहा है और ब्रैड पिट को ऐसी आंख दिखा रहा है, मतलब क्या कर रहा है यू नो. तो फोर्स ऑफ नेचर मुझे कुछ ऐसे अलग ही फोर्स लगा था टेरी गिलियम का. मुझे दैट वे इवन प्लैनेट ऑफ द एप्स जब मैंने फर्स्ट देखी थी, बिकॉज यार टू इमेजिन तू वो बंदे का सोच के उसने बोला हुआ कि यार मतलब ऑब्वियसली देयर वाज अ बुक, बट तू की सोच के सब बंदर जैसे मतलब विल डू दैट मेकअप एंड एवरीबॉडी लेट्स डू दिस. इट्स सच अ हाई रिस्क टू टेक. इट रिक्वायर्स सो मच करेज एंड प्रिपरेशन टू डू दैट. तो मुझे वो बहुत सही लगा था. मतलब अनदर अर्थ भी देखी होगी सबने, विच इज एन इंडी साई-फाई. डिस्ट्रिक्ट 9.
और एक आर्गुमेंट आप मेरे लिए सेटल करो. Is 2001 A Space Odyssey a better film or is Solaris a better film?
नहीं यार, I cannot settle that. Please, they both are very important. We are all alive because of both of those films. Otherwise, कुछ Earth explode हो जाता. I think so. I think they both are. I think every film जो है sci-fi को push किया ना is very important. At least for me, like yeah. मुझे दोनों बहुत ही अच्छे.
कोई तो पर्सनल होगा ना
यार
थोड़ा सा.
मैं बहुत बहुत क्यूब्रिक फैन हूँ यार, ऐसे मत करो. आई एम अ वेरी मैंने ना बहुत इनफैक्ट आई हैव रिटन अ वेरी इनफैक्ट आई शेयर माय एसे. मेरा क्यूब्रिक का ऐसे वाज समथिंग आई सबमिटेड इन कॉलेज. Very detailed, taking part of like you know really picking apart his every film. So I can share it. It's a very detailed essay.
Okay guys, pour in your questions.
Hi Aarti.
Hi.
मुझे जानना था कि जब when you are making such a big film, which is your debut film, you must have had lots of ideas coming from a lot of people on your team. So how did you say no to the ideas that you didn't like, and also how did you manage to get your team involved as much as you want?
हाँ, सो द वे मैंने किया था कि मैंने हर टीममेट से ना वन ऑन वन बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग रिलेशनशिप क्रिएट की थी. लाइक एक तो मेरी ना वो आई थिंक एक मेरी कोर टीम होती है. तो पहले हम लोग प्री प्रोडक्शन के पहले भी एक प्री प्रोडक्शन करते हैं जिसमें हम लोग ही काफी चीज, जिसमें हम लोग ने ये लोगोज डिसाइड किए थे, शिप कैसे दिखती है वो डिसाइड किए थे. तो आई जेनिश स्पेशली बोथ ऑफ अस हम लोग ने काफी डिस्कस किया था बहुत दिनों तक. मतलब so we had made a more progress than any team head who came in. मतलब when they came in they had things to catch up to instead of like you know, because अगर साथ में डेवलप करने जाए ना हर एक के साथ तो थोड़ा सा all over the place होने का टेंशन रहता है. तो we had a certain direction. So in fact because even the choice of spaceship initially was not like this retro, it was more like you know more with this lava lamp kind of thing. So we would you know steering the conversation मतलब उस तरह से कि यार ये हमने ये सब किया है ये है. और मैं बहुत रेफरेंस हैवी हूँ, मतलब मैं ना एक बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग डॉक्यूमेंट बना के देती हूँ और हर टीम हेड को. तो इन जनरल यू नो मोस्टली सब सेम पेज में आ ही जाते हैं ना. जब टीम से कुछ कुछ आइडियाज आते हैं अगर ब्रिलियंट रहे तो वो तो मतलब इट इज वेरी नाइस बिकॉज वो तो बहुत हेल्प करता है लाइक यू नो फिल्म को. अगर कुछ आइडिया में डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन होता है तो आई यूजुअली डोंट रिएक्ट इमिडिएटली. आई यूजुअली से कि आई गेट बैक, मतलब मैं सोच के बताती हूँ. और जनरली अगर मुझे सोच के वो ठीक लगता है, अगर मेरे को बहुत डाउट रहा तो मैं और मतलब यू नो, पर अगर ठीक लगता है तो आई टेक इट. नहीं लगता तो मैं बोल देती हूँ कि यार मतलब आई अंडरस्टैंड आप जो बोल रहे हो पर मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि ऐसे करेंगे तो बेटर रहेगा लाइक यू नो. और जब क्योंकि मैं टाइम लेके मैं ये रिस्पॉन्स देती हूँ तो सबको लगता है कि शायद सोच के रिस्पॉन्स लाइक यू नो. सो या
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, Adarsh has a question. They make Christmas holiday movies which exploit the Christmas feel. Why isn't the same done for Diwali?
Diwali, I, but because I think what Diwali and Eid has been taken away with all this Amir Khan, Salman Khan, so they do exploit that. Of course, like you know, so there is of course that culture
So
of.
what he meant like you know, ki there is like say a Home Alone or like which use the Christmas theme in their narrative.
Yeah.
Diwali को tool क्यों नहीं use करते लोग?
which is a good question, but there is like, yeah, I think for Christmas also, I think Diwali doesn't, Christmas brings a different taste of, because Christmas brings snow, Christmas brings a very long holiday, it change of season, end of year, a contemplative mood. So Christmas is a different holiday than a Diwali holiday, which is just कि like you know आता है और चले जाता है, मतलब it's ऐसा नहीं कि दिवाली holidays होती हैं, but like in general तो जो काम करते हैं उनके लिए तो सिर्फ 2 दिन की छुट्टी रहती है, मतलब that change of Christmas is also mood, it's a state of mind. I don't think Diwali is a state of mind as such, like that's my thought, but like yeah, that's my.
Okay. Yogi has a question. Could you speak a bit about your writing process? Do you outline or do you have a routine that you do while writing?
I used to actually, when I was making Cargo, I used to get up at 4 in the morning to write. So I was a 4 to 7 to 9 writer. Like, you know, I get up, I think whenever I write, I need that solitude. Either you get it at night or you get it in the morning. तो मैं तो बहुत सुबह उठ के काम करती थी, like you know, and my process is I generally try to go first. You crack the one line of the story, then you crack the synopsis of the story, like you know, and at synopsis level you try to perfect it at the paragraph level, the flow and stuff, like what you're talking about and all that, and then I go. You know, step outline, like you know, I don't write the scenes. Scenes I write in the end. First I just think ki abhi kya hoga, abhi kya hoga, abhi kya hoga. I write that and then I start cracking the scenes. And her stage pe of course it changes, matlab it is supposed to change, but in general I give a direction in every stage for the next stage, matlab I go from one line to that, like yeah.
Okay. Another question is from Hasib Khan. He says, can you tell us about the character who attacks Prastha? Was there something layered to his story?
No, yeah, there was not something layered. There was actually was that scene was supposed to be much longer in the film, but our set was broken, so we had to just do it. Well, earlier in the story, that scene was much longer, where he actually does that, and when she calls Prastha, he actually escapes, and they look for her in the ship. And look for him in the ship, and then they find him, and then there is a tussle between them, in which she witnesses, and that is the reason she loses power, because she sees that we are a healer and why are we attacking this, and मतलब थोड़ा सा और complicated सा था, so बोले हमारे set ही तोड़ दिया था, तो फिर हमने फिर जो transition area जो उतना ही बचा था उस पे, in fact the whole scene plays out on Yuvishka's face, क्योंकि we had to just shut the door, just play it out on her face and that. But the layer to my intention was that, like you know, the whole idea is, you know, the way the loneliness is a theme for Prastha, healing is a theme for Yuvishka, which my thing was that healing is the way loneliness is part of our everyday life, कि हम सब lonely है. The way is also the same thing, the counter, the blue ka yellow, या जो black ka white is the healing, which is all of us can heal, like not in terms of, you know, using those machines, but also just being good people, or just being, you know, understanding the context of other people. So मतलब जो ऋत्विक भौमिक का जो वो कैरेक्टर है उसका वो यही था कि he is sent back without healing, which is basically the circle of violence is, you know, carries on. So I mean that was also one of the stories which actually जो मिनिस्टर आता है ना, उसका बहुत बड़ा स्पीच था जो हमने एडिट आउट किया, उसका वो यही था कि हीलिंग जरूरी है, क्योंकि नहीं तो पास्ट लाइफ ट्रॉमा वो आगे कैरी ना कर सके. सो यू नो, सो दैट वाज द आइडिया, एंड ऋत्विक भौमिक का यही था कि वो बिना हील के गया तो सर्कल ऑफ वायलेंस से कंटिन्यू हुआ है. So that was the idea, and that's why it affects her. You know, in spite of her being on the ship, why is that, you know, trauma is continuing, like, so that was the idea.
Okay, Aviktas has asked that Time Machine was so aesthetically rich. What was the process of production designing for Time Machine?
It's the same, like I think which we did for Cargo. Like there was a lot of referencing. I think also as you go away from college, or मतलब वो richness of preparation भी थोड़ी dilute होती है, but during Time Machine I was closer to this. So lot of referencing, lot of referencing. There was like documents and documents of what was to be done, and like what. So there's list of inventions. In fact, maybe I'll make this public, the list of inventions for Time Machine. Like, you know, so the list of inventions. Of course, for Cargo में तो obvious invention list है. Time Machine में obvious list नहीं थी, but we had created कि उसके room में ये भी होगा, वो भी होगा, वो भी होगा. So there's a lot of preparation that went in, a lot of referencing that went in. And the last step is always the production designer. I mean, he's the one who pulls off. Like, you can reference as much as possible. So I think we were very blessed. We had two people doing production designer. I forgot Tapan Das and Tapan Basu. Not Tapan Basu is a similar. Tapan Das, yeah. So he was the two people who were doing, and they were like, yeah. उन्होंने काफी समय तक इनफैक्ट इंडिविजुअल वो भी बनाया था, robots and all, जो कि टाइम मशीन के उसमें. So like they gave it time, essentially.
Yeah,
Yes,
hi
sir.
ma'am. Big
Hi,
fan.
sir.
I have been following you for a long time.
I
And thank
thank
you, Aryan. Thank you, Whiteboard Trails, for the session. It's so important, so amazing. So I am a film aspirant, and I don't know how to like really go ahead, you know. And some people, I know some people who are into this. They are making some documentaries and everything. They suggest me, don't waste your money on film school. Just go get a camera and just do this. And then there's this particular set of people who are like, no, I think you should go for a film school and learn theory, and that will build your basic. So what do you suggest?
Yeah, so my own personal journey was that I had gotten myself a camera and I started shooting. Like, I have like maybe बहुत सारे short films which I made was written, directed, sound design, music, acted by, like, वैसे मैंने बहुत बनाए थे. But when I was oh gosh, you have seen it.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, I need to make the plan. So, but then when I did that, I realized that, to learn properly, I need to, film school is a beautiful place because for me, it helped me give like a space जहाँ पे I could make my mistake, and second, most importantly, I could find my voice. And यार मैं तो कभी वो exposed ही नहीं थी वो French New Wave और ये Buñuel या all the surrealists से, the film school helped me get that exposure a lot. So I will always, because it worked for me. But there are a lot of people. See, I also work very closely with both Vikramaditya and Anurag, and both of them haven't gone to film school. But both of them are like, very good in understanding of these aesthetics. मतलब वो लोग खुद ही French New Wave के बारे में इतना जानते हैं. So it's not that necessary. It was not necessary for them to go. But I just feel that maybe for me it was good that in 2 years I got so much, which they might have taken much longer to gather. Like, So that's always there. I feel that like for me it really helped, like the film school, to genuinely the experience and because I would have probably not made sci-fi. I would have just assisted or फिर वो जो director, parent director जो कर रहा है उसी का शायद मैं कुछ copy करके बना देती, like
It gave you personality.
Yeah.
And any suggestions to the new filmmakers or someone who's like getting into this field?
My only suggestion is, make short films. I'm very passionate about short film as a medium because I think it just making like, something end to end, like right from writing to editing. Forget about what people gather about you. You understand so much about yourself in the process, like, of making a short film. And it's nice. Even now in lockdown, I made a short film because I think it always keeps you on the run, like, because you're working under constraints and this or because, short film will never pay back, but then you're working under those constraints and trying to be better. So you're innovating, and so that's why I think making a lot of short films helped me get into making a feature film because also your team starts becoming stronger. Working with you start having confidence because ये film making अकेले तो करने की जगह जितने team members रहे उतना अच्छा रहता है मतलब और वो आप पे जितना आप मतलब trust करे वो भी बहुत important होता है, like your team should trust you. So that is the only advice I'll give.
Okay, Amrit has a question. He says, Amrit has a question. He says, how long did it take to write the final draft of the film? Is it possible to get access to the script?
Actually, if I tell you in how much time I wrote Cargo is a joke only because I had December deadline to make it because of the availability of studios, and I started writing it somewhere around August or September. So I don't know. It's like, it's like 3 to 4 months, which is the shortest I've written a screenplay because I usually take 1.5 to 2 years to write a screenplay. In fact, the best of screenplays I've written much longer. Cargo, because मेरे पास option नहीं था, but given a choice, I would have probably worked little bit more or whatever. I don't know, but I did work very hard. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि the time was less. That's why I said I used to get up at 4 in the morning to write. Like I used to write, and plus also some stories come easily to you. Some stories require a lot of concentration and constructions too. So cargo also came easily to me, like डर आई जा रही थी, मतलब every day it was. So अगर नहीं ready रहता तो मैं obviously मैं खुद ही नहीं बनाती, so yeah, it took me that long. I can share the screenplay actually. I will 100% share the screenplay. I'm very happy to share it. Yeah. In fact, you will hear the Loneliness Detective का जो edit out हो गया, वो बहुत funny था. मतलब he actually goes to someone's house and starts staying in their house. So the prologue में they were like lot of fun portions. Yeah.
Okay, Akib has a question. It says that every time he thinks of making a film, even when there's a small hiccup in the story where it feels like अच्छा अभी यहाँ पे problem हो रही है, he gets the he thinks that it's not worth producing, कि इसको छोड़ देते हैं, इसमें भी ये problem आ गया. So do you ever face that, and if you do, how do you overcome it?
नहीं यार, मतलब वो हाँ, मतलब हम सबको थोड़ा सा perfection का ऐसा लगता है कि at least when we are going towards your work, it should feel perfect. पर वही है कि जब हम फिल्म बनाते हैं तो एक्चुअली हर दिन सुबह ऐसा लगता है कि एवरीथिंग इज फॉलिंग अपार्ट एंड एवरीथिंग नाइट यू स्टिल लिव फॉर द नेक्स्ट डे, आई थिंक यू शुड नॉट लीव बिकॉज आई थिंक फिनिशिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट यार. एंड वन थिंग आई लर्न फ्रॉम कार्गो वाज, आई थिंक माय अदर स्क्रिप्ट that I'm planning to make next is much better script, but cargo while making became so beautiful then in my thought that I can't wait कि other script जब बनेगी तो और because the act of doing and act of not just working on a script as a writer but as a director, and when your team members start thinking, it makes your idea better in general, so I think thoda sa hiccup hai, obviously you have to address it, but you should not give up. Matlab that is I have also given up a lot of time, but my advice is don't give up.
Shubham Kumar has asked that he read Ted Chiang's book Hell is the Absence of God, and he felt that Pushpak 634A में भी God का absence ही freedom दे रहा था characters को, कि वो life और death को इतने करीब से देख पा रहे थे. So was there any reference to that book, or were you?
No, I am a very big Ted Chiang fan, but I don't remember if I've read Hell is the Absence of God, but I've heard of this story. मतलब I might have also read. मतलब वो Ted Chiang की तो मैं बहुत बड़ी fan ही हूँ, and I have all his books. हाँ, but having said that, when I wrote this story, I wanted to my idea was कि हमारे generation का folklore है cargo. मतलब हर generation का एक folklore होता है, हमारे generation का ये है, based on the tech we are in right now. The freedom from hell and heaven was very important for me in this story, because somewhere I also believe in the chaos theory, matlab in my head. I think that shayad when we'll die, nothing will be there. But I still feel that as filmmakers or artists, you want to see that in spite of the bleakness of what life presents, you have to give hope to people. And you have to give hope to yourself also. मतलब it is not just for others that you are making, to yourself also saying कि यार जो छोटी चीजें आप जो लाइफ में कर रहे हैं, it is of value. And मेरा तो वही था यार, transience is more important than forever. The transient moments of pure real connections are more important than a goal that you are achieving or this. So I thought that is a philosophy that I used to, मतलब जो मेरे लिए लाइफ में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि छोटी चीजें जो है, एक जेन्युइन कनेक्शन, आप किसी से बात कर, या किसी से बहुत ही बात कर लिया, या आपने एक बस ऐसे सी को 1 घंटे तक देखा और आपको बहुत कुछ अच्छा लगा. I think that is also very important in life. That transient moments are very important. So that's what I wanted to say. Ki, we live in a capitalistic society where, and there's so much this permanent क्या है, permanent घर रहना चाहिए, ये लेना चाहिए, वो लेना चाहिए. उसकी जगह I wanted to, थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे push करना था. That was my idea.
Hi Aryan, hi Aarti, great film.
Hi. Thanks Manas. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, वो जो Loneliness Detective का जो पूरा part है, जहाँ आपने ट्रेन में और लोग ट्रेन के स्टेशन में शूट किया है, how was the shooting process of that like? Were you guys shooting guerrilla? And if you guys were shooting guerrilla, then how did you manage all the extra, the real people in the background to not look at the camera? And
they were actually not looking at the camera. I think full credit goes to Biswapati, who was लोग आ रहे जा रहे, he was just saying it, and we also took multiple takes. So I think पहली बार लोगों ने देखा और हम ऐसे बोल देते कि यार प्लीज कैमरा की तरफ मत देखो. But also when these people were traveling, they were generally in their own zone. They were बीच में उसको बिस्वपति को देखते थे या हमको देखते थे. But yeah, we used to say कि यार प्लीज कैमरा की तरफ मत देखो. But we shot guerrilla, and We shot it across, I think 2-3 घंटे लगे, like, you know, इधर से उधर, like, you know. In fact, the opening shot of the film है ना, जब वो बोलता है ready, that is actual में in the film he says ready, and उसके ideally we wanted the whole sequence there, पर हमारी ट्रेन चलने लगी तो विश्वपति भाग भाग के आ गया. Then for to fill it up, then we had like lot of these, you know, but we shot in plenty, but it was a very strenuous shoot. यार मतलब कितनी बार तो पुलिस ने पकड़ा, कितनी बार हम लोग वहां से वहां भाग रहे हैं, यहाँ से वहां भाग रहे हैं. But we shot gorilla, and yeah. But I love shooting gorilla in train. Even in Time Machine, I've shot gorilla in train. Like my
Also
shot.
that Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind जो आप लोगों ने करा था.
हाँ. वो भी हाँ, right. Oh gosh, yeah. वो भी ट्रेन में किया था. मजा आता है मुझे ट्रेन में gorilla.
Okay, guys. So this was the last question. Thank you so much, ma'am, for doing this.
Thank you so much, yeah. Thanks for joining in.
Yeah, please watch Cargo on Netflix and spread the word around.
Please spread the word. Yes. Thanks so much. Yeah.